Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. For today's video, we are going to be talking about the apple note in fragrances, and I'm going to be talking about the fragrances in my collection that have apple note in them. So before I get started, if you are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Amy. I do videos on fragrance, beauty, self-care, and body care. If you like that type of content, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so that you're notified whenever I upload a new video. If you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. How are you guys doing today? I am so happy to have you here, and you guys know that I appreciate all of your love and your support. With that said, let's go ahead and let's get started with today's video. Alright guys, so today we're going to be doing another one note video, and today we're going to be talking about apple. For the most part, it's probably going to be green apple because that is the one that I have the most in my collection. So the apple note to me in fragrances gives fragrances this very juicy shampoo type of vibe, very girly, perfect for summer, for spring. It can also be used in fall. You guys are going to see some fragrances that contain apple note in my collection. Now, I do have quite a few, and I'm going to begin by letting you guys know some that contain apple, but I don't really get apple in there. But I like to let you guys know that they do have apple in there, because I have noticed that in other channels, for example, Rebecca Cayazo here on YouTube, she almost always picks up different notes than I do in fragrances, and I love hearing that because it's just amazing how we can smell the same fragrance and you can totally pick up a pineapple, and then maybe I don't get pineapple at all and I pick up something else in the fragrance. Okay, so this first one, I do not really get apple in it. I'm gonna sniff it right now to see if I change my mind. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on these three because I want to move on to the ones that really give off the apple note. But Sofia Vergara Love has a green apple note in the opening of the fragrance. And honestly, this fragrance to me is more about the coffee in here. This one has passion fruit, orange blossom, mandarin orange, and green apple in the top notes. So I do pick up like a fruity opening in this one, but to me, this one is not apple heavy. So the apple just adds a little bit of sweetness and fruitiness to the opening of this fragrance before it settles down into a more deep, coffee-rich fragrance. Killian's Princess also has an apple note in it as well. And the apple note in here is in the middle notes. This is another one that I don't really pick up too much of apple in it, but let's just see. Yeah, this one to me is lemon, green tea, the ginger, and the marshmallow is what screams the most to me. But just so that you guys know, there is apple in this fragrance. Probably adds to that brightness in the opening. All right, and the last one that has apple, but I don't really think of it as an apple fragrance, is another favorite of mine, and this one also has tea notes in it, and this is Still by Jennifer Lopez. This one I pick up the apple a little bit more than the other two. This is just a beautiful green, relaxing fragrance. You guys know that I have talked about this one a lot in my videos. I really love this fragrance for nighttime. I pick up a lot of orange blossom in this one, but this one also has apple in the notes. Now let's go ahead and let's get into the fragrances that have apple in them. And you guys know that an apple video would not be an apple video if I didn't talk about a specific line. And this is the Dolce & Gabbana light blue and the flankers. They are just very popular in adding the green apple or apple note to their fragrances. So I have here a few. Well, first I'm going to talk about Light Blue Sun. This one is a very beachy, like coconutty scent to me, but I get the green apple in here. It just gives it that shampoo type of scent, that fruity, fresh, just juicy fragrance. I love this scent. I cannot wait for summer to come back around because this is one of my favorites for summer. It's so nice smelling these because I haven't pulled these out of my collection since summertime. Up next, we have Light Blue Intense, which is not on my top favorites of this line, but I still wear it. I have a pretty good dent going on in this one. I get more of a woody finish on this one on the dry down, but the green apple is so intense in this one. It is what makes light blue, like it's just in the DNA of light blue, is that green apple or the Granny Smith apple, and it just gives it this very sweet, juicy vibe. Like, up next we have the latest release, which is Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, and this one opens up with lemon, blood orange, and the green apple. I do get more of a tuberose type of scent in this fragrance, so this one I don't pick up on the apple as strong as I do on the other light blue fragrances, but it's there. So you get like this blast of white florals. That's kind of the notes that they have. They don't mention tuberose being in here, but I just pick up like that bubblegum tuberose vibe in this one, and it almost smells like candy to me. And the green apple is in this one, but it's not as intense as in the other ones that I mentioned previously. Next, we have the Light Blue Love is Love. And this one opens up with lemon, Granny Smith apple, and red berries. And of course, the beautiful raspberry that is in here. Yeah, this one is more like fruity. The raspberry, it's definitely loud in here. And the apple is a little bit more subdued in the bag. This fragrance smells so good, but it does not last. It literally, I have this dent on here probably from like 2 uses, because you will apply it and like 5 minutes later you won't smell it anymore, or at least that happens to me. But yeah, this one also has apple in there. Up next, I'm going to talk about this one, which has Neroli Coconut. It has jasmine, and of course it has the apple note. And this is Dolce & Gabbana, the only one intense. I have always picked up the apple note in this fragrance, and now that it is a little bit cooler, I am picking up a lot more of the coconut in here. It's a little bit more creamy to me. I get the florals in here, but the apple is really, really nice in this fragrance and just adds a little bit of playfulness to an otherwise very sexy fragrance. This would have been very sexy, very just provocative type of fragrance, and then the apple adds a little bit of a playfulness and a flirty vibe in this one. Beautiful, beautiful date night type of fragrance, and the apple is just gorgeous in this one. Next, we're going to go into the fall apple. I think you guys know which one this is going to be, but this is Swiss Arabian Casablanca. This is your caramel covered apples, or your apples dipped in caramel. This reminds me of fall time. It's so juicy, it's sweet. The apple is just very, very juicy in here, and the caramel note is super, super prominent in this one. Those are the 2 main things that I get. This also reminds me a little bit of La Belle. It has always reminded me of La Belle, but I prefer this one over La Belle. La Belle, just the vetiver in that one just kind of turns me off all the time, and this one just remains sweet with a little bit of like a, I get like that same pie crust type of vibe that I get with La Belle, but this one stays sweet for me, where La Belle just gets very like spicy and earthy type of dry down. So I really, really like this one, and the apple in here is just beautiful. It's almost like an apple juice also. I don't know why I think of apple juice. It is so, so good and perfect for fall and for winter. Up next, this fragrance, I thought it was going to be a rose fragrance, and I was very, very surprised when I picked up so much apple in this one. And this is the Dolce & Gabbana Dolce Rose. I pick up so much apple in this fragrance, and it is just juicy. It's like a beautiful, fruity, juicy apple shampoo type of fragrance with a little bit of rose in there. But the apple is just so beautiful in this one. You guys can see that I really love this fragrance. There's a dent in here. It's girly, it's fun, it's flirty. And the apple in here is just gorgeous. Again, it just makes me think of a really nice shampoo, and I love this one. Next, this one I also get a shampoo vibe with this one. I have always liked this one, and I talked about this one when I first started my channel. I haven't worn it in months, but this is my Burberry Blush. This one has apple in it as well. Very, very prominent apple note. And this is another beautiful shampoo vibe. You just got out of the shower, your hair smells good, you just smell good from head to toe. If you love that shampoo type of vibe, I love that. I love to smell very girly, like you just wash your hair and you keep getting that smell of the shampoo. This is gonna give you that type of vibe. The apple in here is just so pretty. It's like a pink fragrance. I just smell very girly, very put together. Beautiful, beautiful, flirty scent. I love this one. This one's perfect for brunch, for going to the mall, for shopping. It just gives me those vibes. Super girly and fun and really, really pretty. All right, so the last fragrance with the apple note in it is going to be this Tocca Julieta. And I absolutely love the bottles for Tocca. They're just so beautiful. They have like a vintage type of vibe to them, yet modern at the same time. And this one is another one of those fragrances where you just stepped out of the shower. Oh, you smell so clean, so refreshed. This one I have not gotten to play with it fully because I bought it, but we went into fall and I just don't feel like this one has fall vibes to me. But this one is just, it has kind of like a cold burst to it, like a refreshing, you just took like the best shower of your life, you washed your hair, you used the most pretty smelling shampoo that has apple in it. This is so good. This is girly, this is refreshing, this is clean, but not in a soapy way. It's just beautiful. It's juicy, it's fruity. Beautiful, beautiful. Just got out of the shower type of fragrance. Love this one. So those are the fragrances in my collection that have apple note in them. Thank you guys so much for being here with me. Comment down below any apple note fragrances that you love, that you pick up the apple note in them. I would love to look up the notes and possibly try some of them. You guys always give me great suggestions. Thank you for being here. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Give this video a big thumbs up, and I will see you guys in my next video.
I've been watching you. Boy, I've been watching you.